You might be wondering, why is there clown music playing at the beginning of this video? Not only that, why is there only focus on Vonte the First in the screenshot? Well, it's because he is a clown. Yes, Vonte the First. Yes, I am a clown. Alright? So, during our recording, my microphone ends up shutting off. I didn't realize it, so for the remaining of the recording, you can't hear a shit from me. You'll only hear me for about 20% of this video probably, and that's about it. And then I'm gone. Sayonara. So, what I did, I edited this video so that you will only hear Mr. Twitchy's comments and remarks throughout the reaction and the post discussion, but I've also thrown in a little bit of voiceover for me, but it was hard to even do that because I'm not a lip reader. Yes, I could kind of remember what I was talking about, but honestly, I'd be going all over the place, so I couldn't really, especially in this reaction, I couldn't really tell what the fuck I was saying. So with that being said, I hope you guys still enjoyed this reaction, and yeah, so let's get right into it right about now.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vonte, the first day portion of Mugen Eclipse.
And it's me, Mr. Twitchy, the night portion of Mugen Eclipse. We are here today with episode 27 of season 1 of Frieren. A little bit bittersweet today because this is the second to last episode.
Last episode was
Jesus
insane. So obviously my predictions from the episode prior to that, in terms of how we defeated the replica of Frieren, it didn't happen. It didn't happen that way at all. She was still there. Black hole. We opened up the episode essentially looking at a black hole attack that Frieren had. Ridiculous.
And one thing I really liked about the writing of last episode in particular is that it always keeps the viewer guessing. So Vonte said that he was incorrect. We were incorrect when the Stele plot line was still going on. So this mangaka really knows how to subvert your expectations in terms of the combat specifically. And I'm really excited because we get the third part of the exam today, or at least the beginning of it. I'm a little bit hazy on the manga. So what do you think the third test is going to be?
So first we had a little teamwork going on in the first one, trying to catch the Stele. Second, we were in a dungeon. I would assume that third will be like a fight against each other because we didn't necessarily... I mean, we've gotten that a little bit in the first one. But then again, though, honestly, and I've been saying this like every week, the one in the dungeon, like the second one, kind of felt like that. We're going against replicas, so it kind of felt like we're going against each other. So if it's not like a combat thing against each other, then
what do you think about an obstacle course?
I didn't even think about that. That would be pretty damn fun to see, honestly. And if we do it, I don't know if we're going to end it this season with this exam, but if we were to end a specific like level to an exam, obstacle course seemed like you could finish up in 2 episodes. So
okay,
sounds about right.
Yeah, we will finish up the test this season, just so you know.
For sure. Then obstacle course it is.
Okay. All right, guys. So without any further delay, let's get into episode 27 of season 1 of Frieren right about now. This is Brooks VA.
Oh, really?
Immediately recognized.
Oh, I can tell right now. When he gets a little raspy. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Damn staff broke. I don't know what it is, but the saturation in this episode is really nice. Like everything looks real clean and crisp in this episode.
I will admit, this trio's dynamic is really enjoyable.
It's cool to see like the average mage working with like the senior mage. Like, they constructed this group pretty well.
I'm not a trash disposal service. What was with that clown noise? Yep, tuck her in. Oh, that might be the episode title. She's an elf, dude. Alright, this guy cannot be first class. Get out of here. That's insane. He could beat Frieren. Come back in 3 years. Yep. Oh. Love it. She puts respect on all of their names. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh. See, not like Frieren. It's fluctuating. She's the only one that saw it. Yades. Dude, she is deranged. I knew it! You were right. That was perfectly paced.
Alright, you guys see me. What's up? I'm literally editing the video right now, so I just decided to record this and throw it in there because obviously you guys already know from the intro portion that majority of the video you can't hear me and my microphone shut off really early in the episode. So for the rest of the reaction, I didn't notice that my mic went off. And yeah, so that happened. That's like the first thing that's the first time that ever happened to me. I've seen it happen to other people before. So hey man, every YouTuber got experienced some shit like that. But anyway though, episode 27, I really enjoyed it. I love that Frieren got to pass. I predicted that going into this arc. Like when the trailer even dropped, I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I've seen in series like this where maybe like the MC or a character that you think would end up succeeding in something, even though they don't necessarily have to, they end up not really succeeding. It usually be somebody else, like an apprentice or an underdog or something like that. So I had a feeling that, like, you know what? I think Frieren will be the one that'll get the certificate and Frieren won't. Plus, Frieren lived so long without one. So, like, I mean, it's been a long time when she hasn't had one. So she don't necessarily need it, but they needed somebody in their party that can have it. And the only other person as a mage as of right now would be Frieren. So Frieren ends up getting the certificate. She ends up passing the exam, and we got a few more characters in the next episode to see what they're going to do. I'm really interested to see, because we talked about this a little bit in the post discussion, but I had to cut things out because you can't hear me. So we were talking about Ubel. I think Sari might end up recruiting her. One, they got the same kind of demeanor. They some dangerous ass motherfuckers. Two, she's very exceptional as a maid, like as a mage. She failed last time only because she killed the person that with the unbreakable cloak shit, because she cut straight through him. So I think Sari would definitely want someone like her on her side. Plus, we're gonna have that dynamic with Sense, so if she joins that coalition, it just makes sense, right? And I think that we're going down that route. Plus, she wanted to recruit Frieren, Sari, that is, but Frieren like, no, I'm staying with Miss Frieren. So I think it's definitely going to be Ubel. Plus, Ubel and Frieren were both teammates in the first portion of the exam. So I think that's both of our predictions. So I think that's probably going to happen, or at least my prediction. I don't know if it's like confirming the next episode, because once again, Twitchy has seen this whole arc, but everything after this, so season 2, he wouldn't know nothing. So at least that's my prediction, and we'll see what happens next week. But yeah, man, that's just my 2 cents I wanted to talk about a little bit. Oh, dope to see Frieren find Himmel back in the day. Full circle moment when he finds her later. Love that. But yeah, so I'm going to go back to the discussion right about now.
Yeah, the thing that I really appreciated about this episode, especially as it relates to the ending of last one, is Frieren told Fern before they walked into that dungeon final chamber that she underestimates her. And directly in this episode, it was showcased that Sari, her intuition is perfect. She is not misled. She doesn't underestimate. She recognized that Fern had the capability when Fern showed the capability to notice the fluctuations in her mana. Her pupil had been with her for 50 years and did not notice it once. Fern was in her presence no more than a minute and saw it. That is a prodigy. That is someone who is going to absolutely kill it once they reach their prime. It's like, it's the era of humans, and Fern's leading the charge. I'm not going to say it's going to be like a pissing contest for Ubel, but I could very much see, like, Sari wants this spell that Ubel has. I'm curious if, like, her unique technique is worthy of a first-class mage designation. Because Sari said that she's not going to essentially put a stop to a promising mage, as in Fern. Ubel, I feel like, has the most potential out of all these mages. Anything she imagines, she is deranged.
Got the same eyes. They gonna be on that bullshit. I already know, man. Just look at
oh
look
no,
both her face, the eyes all goofy and stuff, and they always smirking and shit, man. I don't know. That's
bad touch.
That's a matchup right
Bad
there, or a
touch.
team up. That's some Kobe and
Hell
Shaq
no.
shit right there. That's exactly
Stop
what Vonte says here. And
that would be a really interesting dynamic, because one thing that Sari said in this episode is that the first class mages don't work together well, and if Sense has to fight alongside Ubel and put their past behind them, that would be interesting.
So please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys all in the next video. And peace.
Peace.